who's going to really wear the crown in Delhi? That's the big question. And will it be char so par? Over the next 60 minutes, we'll give you a breakup of which state gets what for whom. But first, let's get you the methodology. The survey was conducted between 18th of January and 6th of February. Sample size in this survey was 1,56,843 people who were contacted. Male voters 81,558, female voters 50,189, first time voters 25,094, margin of error plus minus 2%. That's the way it's going. This is the methodology, and before I go to the survey, let me introduce to you our guest this evening. Joining me tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining me this evening, Sanjay Jha, suspended Congress leader and author. I have two senior journalists, Ashutosh and Sabha Naqvi, joining me on the News Hour tonight. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, and he's going to do the scientific analysis. And with me in the studio, a man who knows the Hindi heartland like nobody else, senior journalist Harshvardhan Tripathi, with me in the studio. So let's take a look at what we gave you in terms of numbers over the last 60 minutes between 8 and 9 p.m. Let's look at the states. We are looking at south of India, Andhra Pradesh coming up on your screens. 19 seats to the YSRCP, 6 seats to the TDP Jan Sena alliance. YSRCP still maintaining its hold. Remember, Chandrababu Naidu meeting Amit Shah this evening. Is there something happening? Some mathematics and some chemistry. That's Andhra Pradesh on your screens. Next, let's take a look at Telangana. Telangana, Congress 9, BJP 5, BRS 2, AIMIM 1, others 0. This is a state with 17 seats, and the BJP likely to do handsomely here, 5 seats. Congress, despite the recent victory, will get 9 seats out of the 17. The BJP at 5. BJP will probably be happy with this performance. Karnataka coming up on your screens next. Once again, 28 seats in this state, 21 to the BJP despite a recent victory by the Congress, 5 to the Congress party, JDS 2, combined BJP and JDS which are now together in an alliance, 23 seats to the NDA, and others are at 0. So that's what Karnataka looks like. Kerala, once again, let's take a look at Kerala. Vote shares there, but the India Alliance gets 20 on 20. The BJP still doesn't open its account, 0 here. Left parties, of course, taking the edge. Congress lagging behind. Tamil Nadu coming up on your screens next. And here, let's take a look at Tamil Nadu. BJP 1. 36 seats to DMK plus Congress plus others. AIADMK 2. 0 to others. Tamil Nadu BJP will open its account. Let's take a look at Maharashtra next, where Vande Bharat is where Uddhav Thackeray is, and then he says Modi is not an enemy. What does that mean? 39 seats to the NDA, MVA at 9, others at 0. And after the jhatka that Sharad Pawar has lost his symbol to Ajit Pawar there, and Shiv Sena there, factions of both these parties powering the NDA, 39 seats in Maharashtra for the NDA. Let's take a look at Assam. Assam, 14 seats here, 11 to the BJP, 1 to the Congress, 1 to the AIUDF, and 1 to others. That's the way Assam is stacked. Union territories, Jammu and Kashmir, Goa, Sikkim, Northeast, all of these states together, which you saw, takes the number for the NDA to 98. 98 and 87 to the India Alliance out of the total number of seats of 216. This is how it is stacked up for the NDA. Now let's take the story further and let's take a look at West Bengal, where the mathematics for the India Alliance and the chemistry are both in very poor shape. And How do you evaluate the work of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee? The question was asked. Very satisfied, good performance, 22%, 31% people say somewhat satisfied, that's 53% satisfied, 41% very dissatisfied, 6% can't say, 53 versus 41. Scope for the BJP. Let's take a look at the next question that we asked people. What about the popularity of the Chief Minister? Why is she popular? She ended left rule. 48% of the people are happy with Mamata Banerjee because she had the guts to end left rule. How then will the India Alliance have left parties and Congress coming in with the Trinamool Congress? That's where the chemistry problems are there. Polarization, 21%. Constantly attacking the BJP, 18%. 11% say she's a grassroots leader. Other reasons, 2%. But 48% people say she's popular because she ended left rule in West Bengal. And who's the popular leader in the BJP to challenge Mamata Banerjee? Shubhendu Adhikari, 46%, Dilip Ghosh, 22%, Sukanta Mojumdar, 14%, others 18%. So Shubhendu Adhikari gets the popular vote of the people. And let's go straight to the seat share in West Bengal. How many seats will the Trinamool get? 26 seats to the Trinamool, 15 to the BJP, 1 to the Congress and the left together, 0 to the others. And we've counted them separately because there is no alliance. Mamata Banerjee, in fact, says 40 on 300 is what the Congress is going to get. However, three seats lost by the BJP, 4 seats gained by the Trinamool Congress. And the vote shares on your screen, pretty close, but still a difference of about 11 seats between, 9 seats between the two sides. Let's take a look at the Odisha numbers now. Let's also tell you questions on Odisha. How do you evaluate Naveen Patnaik? Very satisfied, 24%. Somewhat satisfied, 31%. Poor performance, 43%. Too early to say anything, 2%. So 55% somewhat satisfied, very satisfied, but 43% not satisfied. Does that give the BJP an entry point? Sorry. In Odisha, there's strategic partnership between BJP and BJT. Is there a secret pact? Yes, there is, 34%. No, there isn't, 46%. 14%, difficult to say. 6% can't say. Tacit and understanding, 34% feel yes, there is. 46% feel no, there isn't. So they're going to fight for their seats in this state. Next question. What's your opinion of BJP as the main opposition party? Very satisfied, 44%. Somewhat satisfied, 31%. That is 75%. Poor performance, 22%. And 3% don't know. That's the way it's stacked. Let's also look at in the Lok Sabha, what is going to be the big issue? Support for Modi, 48%. So when there is the picture of Modi, frankly, regional leadership doesn't stand a chance. Better candidate, work of the local MP, frankly, doesn't really matter. Benefit of schemes, 28%. So add Modi and benefit of schemes and the number goes up to 76%, 4% for other reasons. And then seat projections. Let's take a look at the seat projections here. BJT 9 and BJP 11. 1 to the Congress, 0 to the others. For the first time, BJP races ahead of the BJT. Is there something happening in Odisha? Let's get a quick word in from Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, something happening in Odisha that may have escaped people's notice?
Yeah, I will answer that, Navika, but there's one point. Mamata is not doing a seat adjustment with the India Alliance. She and Congress are likely to contest each other, but she's part of the India Alliance. So actually, you have to add those 25 seats going to the TMC to the India Alliance, which becomes 114 at this stage. I don't know how material that's going to be in the long run, but that amendment ought to be made arithmetically. On Odisha, I do believe that the BJP has a footprint. The Congress has not been able to take advantage of that space, although there has been a lot of buzz in the Congress circles of a resurgence happening in Odisha. I'm not going to predict much about it because, to be honest, I don't have my own personal feedback, neither do have I supervised that state in terms of my own academic pursuits. But I do believe that the BJP will do better, not to this extent as to go excess of BJD. The BJD, I still think, will be the single largest party, but I do believe the BJP will be the second largest party. A lot depends upon the Congress resurgence story. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback on the ground, but does it convert to an electoral asset? That only time will tell.
Well, the Prime Minister today said 7 times a startup which really isn't starting up, isn't getting launched. Gaurav Bhatia, is that the story of the Congress so far? Because out of 279 seats, the BJP is at 124, India Alliance at 89. Even if you add the 26 of the Trinamool Congress, which it isn't fighting as an alliance partner, even if we give it there, not taking the India Alliance very far.
No, Navika, we'll talk about the Congress and the India Alliance later. But I want to first talk about the BJP, Shri Narendra Modi ji and the N.D.A. Because that is what the whole nation is discussing. Every citizen is sure of the fact that even before the votes have been polled, Narendra Modi ji has earned his 3rd term. He will be a winner. And look at the confidence on the floor of the House, where every word becomes part of the record and becomes history. Narendra Modi ji makes a statement, a very bold one, a very confident one, and he states very clearly that BJP is going to get 370 seats. N.D.A. will get 400 seats. That is the kind of confidence a man, a leader possesses when he is the tallest, not just in Bharat, but all over the world. And that is the confidence you get when you have served the people with utmost sincerity and honesty. And now, let me tell you, I've been looking at the numbers. I would say you've not discussed UP so far, but there would be a lot of gains from Uttar Pradesh, where we had 64 seats. A history will be created. We'll have all 80 seats. Navika, mark my words. In Uttar Pradesh, the N.D.A. will have all 80 seats. Coming to West Bengal, we had 18 seats last time. This time, I am sure that under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, we will cross the 28-30 mark out of 42. Similar gains in Assam, where we are aiming for every seat there. There are 14 seats there. And Odisha also, your survey also reflects the same sentiment, but I think it would be better than what your survey says. And I'll tell you the reason why. Look at the I.N.D.I.A. alliance. What has happened since the time Rahul Gandhi has started his Bharat Jodo Yatra? We saw Milind Deora leaving the Congress party. Then we saw Nitish Kumar ji joining the N.D.A. Then we saw Mamata Banerjee making a very categorical statement, I'm not going to contest with the Congress. Similar thing happened in Punjab, where Bhagwant Mann said that AAP will be also contesting alone. And today there are rumors, the media reports say, there are other alliances of the India alliance that are looking at the N.D.A. because within themselves, even my friend Sanjay Jha knows that Narendra Modi ji will be elected again as the Prime Minister. Narendra Modi ji ki guarantee hai, jeet ki guarantee hai. Or India alliance is like a flop movie that is flop even before it is released. Because they don't have a leader, they don't have a seat sharing agreement, they don't even have a prime ministerial face, and all the allies are leaving them. So we all know writing is on the wall. Narendra Modi ji will be elected as the 3rd time Prime Minister. Thank you.
भाटिया, मैच के शुरू में आपको ऐसे बल्लेबाजी नहीं करनी चाहिए कि अगली टीम का बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंस खत्म हो जाए. I object to this, Gaurav Bhatia, because blistering attack from the Prime Minister twice in this week and then one from you is too much for the opposition to digest. So I'm registering my protest on behalf of Sanjay Jha. But let's go to the next state and let's look at Jharkhand. Jharkhand numbers coming up on your screen. First, we asked, what do you think of Hemant Soren's arrest in the land scam? Because many people have many views that this ED business is getting too much. What do you think? What do people think? Against it, arrest is a conspiracy, 22%. Support it, maybe he is corrupt, that is 43%. Look at popular opinion. Popular opinion believes that if the ED is raiding him and arresting him, then he is possibly corrupt. Hard to say, 29%, 6%, don't know. But look at the contrast, 22% versus nearly double, 43%. So people are not against ED raids and catching of corrupt people, and that is something the opposition would do well to keep in mind. The next question that we asked people was, what impact will Hemant Soren's arrest have on the India alliance in the polls? Will get sympathy votes, 12%. Graph taint will hurt the India alliance, 48%. 4 times. 12% people believe sympathy vote, but 48% people believe भैया corrupt हो तो Modi has said जो लूटेगा उसे लौटाना होगा, and people really go with that sentiment. No gain, no loss, 16%. Too early to say 21%. Can't say 3%. But 48% believe that the taint will affect the India alliance. Let's now look at the seat share. How many seats if elections were to be held today? 13 out of 14 seats in Jharkhand. India alliance, 1 seat. And I rest my case. Anand Ranganathan. Yeah, itna song and dance about ED and what is the government doing with this, etc., etc. People are with Modi, certainly not with the opposition on the issue of corruption.
2 things here. Good evening, Navika. Good evening to my fellow panelists. 2 things here. Number 1, in the Odisha discussion that you had, you showed a remarkable statistics. That is that I think 8% of the people believe that they will vote for their MP if he's done good job. I think that is very reflective of the national sentiment. People are going to vote for Modi. People are going to vote for his schemes. Before I come to the real, how can I say it? It's like a blitzkrieg, pardon to use that word, of his schemes. I'll just illustrate with 2 examples, but before I say it, I would have loved had your analysis also mentioned how many seats did the BJP get in 2019, so as to make a very reasonable comparison as to where the 370 numbers coming from. There is no doubt that the BJP is heading for a majority. Last time it got 303. According to my quick analysis.
Why are you such an eager beaver, Anand Ranganathan? The main numbers will come in the end. Wait for it. Wait for it. Right. The problem with you is you want to put the cart before the horse.
Okay, so let me talk about just one scheme. For example, that Odisha has most benefited from the central scheme. Mudra loans. 430 million loans have been distributed. For people who talk about unemployment, it is the lowest 3.2%. 8.5 million jobs have been created every year for the past so many years. The point of the inflation is at its lowest. The issue is, there is no issue. That's the problem in this election. When was the last time you had an election where Mehengai was not an issue? 2013, 2014, inflation was 13-14%. It is very rare for elections to be conducted without Mehengai being an issue. This is one such election, and Harshvardhanji will testify to that fact. If you look at Uttar Pradesh, if you look at, for example, the benefit the schemes have brought, I don't even want to talk about the inflation. I just want to talk to 30 seconds about the health benefits. 260 million Ayushman health cards have been distributed. 260 million. Leave aside that. The fact of the matter is, through the construction of 120 million toilets and 111 million water tap connections, the fact of the matter is that 400,000 Indians used to die of diarrhea 10 years ago. That has significantly dropped. Not only that, every family that has an extra toilet is saving an astonishing 52,000 rupees in terms of health cost benefits. Now all this, people are seeing, Navika, from Odisha down to Tamil Nadu, down to Kerala, down to Gujarat. Therefore, this is one election where I'm afraid I have to say this, there is no issue.
There is no issue, Sabha Naqvi. I'm coming to you, Sanjay Jha. Sabha Naqvi, no issue, no Mehngai, no nothing. But the bigger surprise is the verdict on corruption. If you're corrupt, go to jail, say people. Now, all this conspiracy that the opposition is talking about, where does that go?
So, Navika, the people see no alternative in many parts of India. They'll see it in Tamil Nadu, they might see it in Maharashtra. They don't see any alternative. And there is no doubt that the ration outreach and all of that has worked, and the Prime Minister has an image. People like the image of a strong guy. But I will say that there is only corruption with the opposition and everybody in the BJP, which is historically the richest party.
No, I am not saying that. I'm not saying that, Sabha. I'm just saying that people are saying that Hemant Soren has been hounded. What are people saying about this? The survey doesn't show people being against it.
What will be interesting to see to the fate of those who end up, the chief ministers who end up behind bars. We may have more. To those who are interrogated all the time, they all happen to be in the opposition. In the end, will it generate sympathy for them, or will people decide that these people who were mass leaders, to say that Arvind Kejriwal or Tejasvi or Hemant Soren are not mass leaders would be a mistake. But to say that they have been rendered ineffective and we will now settle for those who will be elected. That is going to be a key question. Will the people also decide that it doesn't matter if the Shiv Sena or the NCP has been broken, if people with criminal cases against them have come over and the cases have vanished, it's okay because they will now be in power. Or will people now not have a grouse of that nature? They will say it's okay. That would be interesting.
Exactly my point. So far, the numbers of the survey, of course, the final test is the final test, which is the elections of 2024. Yeah. And the final results will only be out then. But when we are going up in the run-up to those elections and the final result, at least the survey is not showing that people have any sympathy with those who are accused of graft or those who have been arrested. That's my limited point, because right now we are talking about a survey and the survey says people probably like this action. Let's take a look at the Bihar numbers now, and let's take a look at the first question. Will NDA gain in Lok Sabha polls by forming a government with the JDU? 41% people believe there's a huge benefit, 22% believe no benefit. There will be some benefit, 21 and 41, 62% people believe there will be a benefit of this homecoming of Nitish Kumar, and those happy family pictures that you saw today, Nitish Kumar with JP Nadda, with the Prime Minister, with Amit Shah, tell you the story. In politics, bygones are bygones. Every day is a new day. And, life begins from that day. And these are the visuals right here. Nadda ji sitting with Nitish Kumar. Oh, ho, what smiles. That's called the Binaka smile in the olden days. And then let's see the pictures with the Prime Minister as well. There, can anybody see any turmoil, any, problem between them? I'm trying to find a microscope to find out, but the smile is 32 all out right here. I don't see a problem. And then the pictures with Mr. Amit Shah as well. And you would say this is one big happy family in the making. And it is really the India Alliance's loss that is the NDA's gain. Let's take a look at what's the future of the JDU's alliance with the BJP, and that tells you how mature the electorate is. May break after Lok Sabha polls, 21% people believe could be sakti, not very stable. 34% say will break before Bihar polls when it happens, just right before that. So people are very mature. They say Lok Sabha ke liye saath aaye, wahan fayda hoga. Right now, 34% people believe it will break before the Vidhan Sabha polls, will remain together. 26% people believe, 15% too early to say anything, 4% can't say. So how cynical people are, or how realistic and uncannily intelligent the voter today is, really comes out from this question. And then the question on how many seats will go to whom. Bihar has 40 seats, 35 to the NDA, 5 to India Alliance, 0 to others, and 35 is still a loss of 4 seats. Harshvardhan Tripathi ji, इसको आप कैसे देखते हैं?
नहीं, मुझे लगता है नविका जी, देखिए सबसे पहले तो इस पूरे ट्रेंड को अगर देखें तो एक तो जब नरेंद्र मोदी कह रहे थे 370 प्लस और 400, तो बहुत से लोग कह रहे थे कहां से आएंगी वो सीटें। अब ये जो सर्वे आपका बता रहा है वो बता रहा है कि कहां से आएंगे। और दूसरा, अभी की जो स्थिति है अगर आप ध्यान से देखें, आनंद कह रहे हैं कोई इशू नहीं है, मैं कह रहा हूं इशू तो इतने हैं, लेकिन उस इशू को लेकर आगे चलने वाला कोई आदमी भी तो हो, कोई लीडरशिप तो हो, कोई पार्टी हो। और वहां पर देश को दिखता है कि एक नेता है नरेंद्र मोदी जो हमारे जीवन में बेहतरी के लिए हो। बड़ी छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है। मुझे तो लगता है कि इस देश में जितने लोग जो शहरों से बाहर गांवों में हैं, सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक महिलाओं की इज्जत, उनकी डिग्निटी का जो मसला है, वही इतने वोट जोड़ देता है कि आप किसी भी राज्य में अप्रत्याशित नतीजे देखते हैं। और मैं फिर से कह रहा हूं, बीजेडी को त्रिपुरा की तरह अगर आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पक्ष में नंबर जाते देखें तो हैरान मत होइएगा। मैं कलकत्ता जैसी जगह से भी लौटा हूं और वहां तृणमूल कांग्रेस के लोगों को राम मंदिर प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की झंडियां लगानी पड़ी हैं, भगवा झंडे लगाकर वो कह रहे हैं। तो मुझको मैंने पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा इलाका तृणमूल का है, लेकिन क्या करें, अगर भगवा झंडे नहीं लगाएंगे तो लोग नाराज हो जाएंगे। देश बहुत बदल चुका है नविका जी, और मुझे लगता है कि ये जो नंबर्स हैं ये अपसाइड ही जाने वाले हैं। इसमें कोई कमी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए मुझे होती हुई नहीं दिखती।
सो लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेट, छत्तीसगढ़. 11 seats come from Chhattisgarh. New chief ministerial phase. Will it impact the BJP's performance in the Lok Sabha poll? We asked this question. Better impact, will be beneficial. 22% of the people believe. Will benefit only to some extent. 34. So at the two, 56% people believe कि फायदा है. No profit, no loss. 26%. Will result in a loss. 12%. Difficult to say right now. 6%. So most people believe new phase may help the BJP. The next question, how many seats will each party get in the Lok Sabha? Look at the number there. 11-0-0. और यहाँ परसों तक कांग्रेस की सरकार थी, and now it's 0 and BJP takes it all. 11 on 11. Also look at Gujarat, another cent% state. I mean, I don't even need to go there. Last 3 elections, it's been 100%, and you can't get more than 100%. There are 26 seats, you can't get more than 26, so it's 26 on 26 in Gujarat.
एक लाइन सिर्फ मैं जोड़ दूं, हेमंत सोरेन का जो सवाल था करप्ट लीडर के तौर पर, अगर देश के आदिवासियों को देखना होगा तो किसको देखेंगे? विष्णुदेव साय को देखेंगे, द्रौपदी मुर्मू को देखेंगे, या फिर हेमंत सोरेन को देखेंगे? ये फर्क है, लोगों के सामने मॉडल है।
Ashutosh, your response? And unmute yourself.
About what? See, I think these are predictable numbers. I'm not surprised at all. Look at Jharkhand. Jharkhand last time the BJP got 56% vote share. So if BJP is still scoring the numbers which are showing on the screen, I'm not surprised. But yes, the Odisha is little surprised, because in Odisha last time the BJP has got 8 seats in there and the BJD got 12 seats. If these numbers are turning, that means that BJP is up for a surprise. But Bengal is very interesting. I think Bengal, we are still underestimating Mamata Banerjee, and Mamata Banerjee and BJP numbers are going down. And if there is no alliance, means Mamata Banerjee and the Congress on the left, this is going to harm BJP. I don't believe that the no alliance in Bengal is benefiting BJP. No. In fact, the alliance, if happens between the Congress left and the BJP, or the Congress and the Trinamool Congress, that will harm Mamata and the India alliance. So I think this number about Chhattisgarh, again, I'm not surprised, because almost the same vote percentage, 51% vote share BJP got last time. So if BJP is improving in terms of vote share or in terms of seats, I'm not surprised at all. Because in Bihar, I think that's something which has to be watched, but JDU is shifting over there, certainly benefits BJP.
Not surprised? गौरव भाटिया, आशुतोष जी तीसरी बार मोदी सरकार बनने की टाइम पर कह रहे हैं, I'm not surprised that he's maintaining the vote share. I think the expectations have changed. From the Congress, people say if you talk about a Congress government returning back, they say anti-incumbency is a big factor. But in Modi's case, third time also when he is coming back with the same number of seats and the same vote share or improved vote share, people say I'm not surprised. Do you think there's just the change in the manner in which Modi is assessed versus how other political parties and leaders are assessed?
Navika, I can't tell you, these words coming from Ashutosh, who's been a very fierce critique of the Bharatiya Janata Party and Narendra Modi ji, is like music to my ears. And I must say that Anand Bhai just said that the only issue is that there is no issue. No, Anand Bhai, there is an issue. The issue is this, that the opposition is imploding. They are crumbling under the weight of their own contradictions. The glue that put them together was the fear that, the corruption that they have done is being unearthed. They'll have to go to jail. Now, I think even that is not being able to bind them together. And just today, Navika, we were discussing about corruption. I want to point out there were two very important orders. Arvind Kejriwal, who was certifying himself and his ex-deputy chief minister to be Kattar Imandar, should know that today the ED code reprimanded Arvind Kejriwal and they held that Arvind Kejriwal as the chief minister should have appeared before the ED. And the second very important order is Sanjay Singh, his close aide, being denied bail by the Delhi High Court. The same goes for Mr. Hemant Soren. Do you think the citizenry is a fool? They don't see that Hemant Soren has not got bail? Don't you think people are noticing 11 months? Manish Sishodia, who was supposed to be conferred Bharat Ratna, has not got bail. It's been almost 4 months. Sanjay Singh has been, denied bail. And what about Partha Chatterjee? What about Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi out on bail on corruption charges? And on one side is this corrupt gang. The other side is the epitome of honesty and dedication. Shri Narendra Modi ji, who has made it very clear that I will not be sparing anybody who's looted the exchequer. And I think that is what the people of India expect. That Narendra Modi ji has been delivering, he will further deliver. And to end, 3 things which were considered impossible 10 years back. Article 370 abrogation, Narendra Modi ji made it possible. Uniform Civil Code, today Uttarakhand Assembly passed the bill. It was considered impossible. And Bhavya Ram Mandir, Narendra Modi ji made it possible. Only for these 3 things, only. Apart from the good work he has done for the masses and the poor, the women, I think people will give him a majority that India has never seen. If it crosses the 425 historic mark, which Mr. Rajiv Gandhi got, I would not be surprised.
Well, Gaurav Bhatia, hands are going up on the panel, but before I come to you, Sanjay Jha and Anand Ranganathan, I need to pick up a few more states because, time has a way of just keeping on ticking and states still left. So Rajasthan coming up next. Again, a new CM phase. Will it impact the BJP's performance? Better impact, will be beneficial 16%, will benefit only to some extent 28%. So that's approximately 44%. No profit, no loss 40%, 8% feel it will go against them, and difficult to say right now 8%. So people are actually happy about the fact and expect the BJP to gain from the new faces that have been put up. What impact will factionalism in Congress have on the Lok Sabha polls? Extremely negative 48%. संजय झा, जो कांग्रेस को समझ नहीं आ रहा है, लोगों को समझ आ रहा है. 48% believe that the factionalism will be extremely negative. 27% say somewhat negative. Add the two, 75% of the people believe it's negative for the Congress. 12% which feel it will have no effect, can't say 13%, but 75% people believe that it will be to the detriment of the Congress. And seat shares coming up. 25 seats in Rajasthan. Who's getting how many? Well, 25 on 25. You can't get more than that. And that's what, it's a clean sweep for the BJP in Rajasthan. And that's the story of the Congress party. I'll come to you on that. But let's take a look at Haryana also. And Haryana, how many seats? 10 seats, 9 to the BJP, 1 to the Congress party. That's the way the Lok Sabha elections are going. Unfortunately for you, Sanjay Jha, देखिए क्या number बता रहे. I'm not saying this. This is the Times Now Matrice Communications poll. Also, now let's go across to Punjab and Delhi, because Aam Aadmi Party, the phenomenon called Aam Aadmi Party, how do we look at that? Let's take a look at what will be the impact of the BJP and Shiromani Akali Dal if they were to come together in Punjab. Will do better, 21%. To some extent, it will benefit. That's about 47%. No effect, 28%. Can't say 25%. That's how Punjab. So, are we expecting Akali Dal to join hands once again with the BJP? We'll have to wait and watch. What's your opinion on the Aam Aadmi Party going solo? Well, will benefit up 24% people, will benefit BJP and Shiromani Akali Dal 29% people. Hard to say now, 38% people, 9% can't say, don't know. But it's a mixed bag here. How many seats? Let's take a look. Well, 5 to the Aam Aadmi Party, 3 to the Congress Party, 3 to the BJP, 1 to the Akali Dal. If the India alliance is together, will it be 8 seats? And will it be 4 seats if it is Akali Dal and BJP together? That's the way Punjab, not the 13 seats clean sweep that Arvind Kejriwal has been talking about. Let's take a look at Delhi. 7 seats come from Delhi, prestigious because it's the capital. And this is where the high-profile Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is. Will Aam Aadmi Party Congress alliance actually work for Kejriwal? Very effective, 16%. Effective to some extent, 22%. That's 38%. No effect, 38%. Cancelled out. BJP will benefit 6%. Hard to say, 18%. So frankly, people still waiting to watch. The AAP Congress alliance, will it prove to be effective against the BJP? We just saw that question. Your opinion on ED's action on AAP netas. Support action on corrupt, 38% again. It's political, 22%. Hard to say, 35%, can't say. But look at the overwhelming number of people who are saying action on corrupt is welcomed. And this will come as a surprise. And let's take a look at the seat share. 7 seats in Delhi. Well, 7 and 7 to the BJP. And that's the way it is. But corruption, we're seeing some very surprising results on corruption. And Sanjay Jha, where do you stand on this? This diatribe against the ED, the agencies, as far as people are concerned, it's not working.
Navika, I think it is really puzzling because, even the people have watched what happened in Chandigarh recently, right? I mean, a blatant daylight fraud of an election result. And we all
उन्होंने जो 400 सीट एनडीए के लिए आशीर्वाद दिया है, इन आशीर्वाद को आपके आशीर्वाद मेरे सौराखों पर मैं प्रार्थना करता हूं कि आप 40 बचा पाएंगे। मोदी 3.0 विकसित भारत की नींव को मजबूत करने के लिए पूरी शक्ति लगाना। युवराज को एक स्टार्टअप बना करके दिया है। अभी वो नॉन स्टार्टर है, न तो वो लिफ्ट हो रहा है न वो लॉन्च हो रहा है। कांग्रेस के अपनी नीति की कोई गारंटी नहीं है, वो मोदी की गारंटी पर सवाल उठा रहे हैं। हमारी सरकार का तीसरा काम दूर नहीं है।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the biggest takedown of the India alliance by the man who vows that his saffron party will get 370 seats in the next Lok Sabha election.
The News Hour Special Edition.
400 plus confidence of Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly 2 months ahead of the announcement, or rather of the commencement of general elections, it's time for another comprehensive and extensive Times Now ETG survey, which will give you a glimpse into the mood of the nation on different subjects, on different issues. From the Nitish Kumar tsunami to Ram Leher to Ab Ki Baar 400 Par, there's never a dull moment in Indian politics. While Palti by Paltu Ram Nitish Kumar has sent the opposition into a tizzy over the betrayal, a wave of Astha and Balidan has united Bharat after the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. I was there in Ayodhya and I saw the magnitude of events unfolding right in front of my eyes. It was a historic moment with a momentous impact on the psyche, perhaps even in politics. The Saffron Party, riding high on the Mandir Leher from Ayodhya to Kashi, has just presented a budget of continuity and confidence. The interim budget made it clear the Prime Minister is confident of being blessed by the people of Bharat with a hat-trick and a comeback. But is there any credible challenger to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? In moments from now, we will unveil concrete data and comprehensive survey which will gauge what the Janta thinks. But first, let's get you this very interesting clip in Parliament today where the President of the Congress Party, Mallikarjun Kharge, can be seen roaring, "Ab ki baar 400 par." Of course, you would wonder what's the context to all of this, but watch it and find out.
और लेकर आपका इतना बहुमत है, अब तो पहले 330, 334 की, अपने तो 400 पार हो रहा है।
Now, where do you need an endorsement bigger than the president of the Congress party? And, the humor wasn't lost on the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. Right after this, of course, Union Minister Smriti Irani quipped saying the opposition has accepted Tisri Baar 400 Par. Even Anurag Thakur joined in saying finally the truth has slipped out from the Congress, while the Congress itself said that sarcasm was lost on the BJP. The BJP said that the admission of defeat was already right there in front of the nation. While the Congress chief spoke about Ab ki baar 400 par, their own house didn't seem to be in order at all. Look at how Chief Minister of Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, chided Rahul Gandhi, saying even if Congress fights on 300 seats, it might not even end up with 40 seats. And of course, gave them a piece of her mind about what she thought about him knowing the realities of the country. Listen in.
ফটোশুট করছে সব। এখন আবার নতুন দেখছি নতুন করে ফটোশুট, যারা কোনোদিন চায়ের দোকানে বসেইনি, চা বানাতে জানেই না, বাচ্চাদের আদর করেই নি, শিশু বলতে কি বোঝেই না, বিড়ি বাদতে জানেই না কোনোদিনও, বিড়ির বদলে অন্য কিছু হয়তো খায়, খেতেই পারে। আমাদের গ্রামীণ লোকেরা অনেকে বিড়ি খায়, এটা নিয়ে আমি বলছি না। বাবা, বসন্তের কোকিলরা চলে এসেছে, প্রথমেই চলে এলো বাংলায়, ভাবলো এখানে মুসলিমদের একটু সুশ্রী দিই। তুমি 40টা সিট পাবে কিনা আমরা জানি না, সারা ভারত 300টা সিট লড়ে বুকের পাটা থাকতো দেখতাম ইউপিতে এলাহাবাদে গিয়ে বিজেপিকে হারিয়ে এসো, বেনারসে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো, রাজস্থানে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো, জেতা জায়গা হেরেছো, মধ্যপ্রদেশে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো। কংগ্রেস তুমি তো একা পারবে না, তুমি 40টা সিট পাবে কিনা আমরা জানি না। আজ তোমাদের এত অহংকার, এত অলংকার।
And who says politics can't be entertaining? But it's important to sift through the shadow boxing and political muscle flexing and stick to the facts on the ground. We will, over the next 60 minutes, get you an opinion poll which will give you a glimpse into what's on the mind of Bharat. For the Times Now ETG survey, the most definitive and extensively researched opinion poll, let's first get you the methodology. The sample size for this survey is about 31,270 people, and the survey was conducted across 24 states and union territories. Without much to wait for, door-to-door survey, sample size of 31,000 plus. And before we begin to look at the questions, let's introduce to you the panel joining me this evening. Nalin Kohli, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining me tonight on the News Hour. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author. Parimal Kumar, General Secretary of the JDU, on the show. Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Abdul Basit, leader of the RJD. Sanjay Jha, author and suspended Congress leader. Arka Kumar Nag, advocate, supports the Trinamool Congress. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, supports the Aam Aadmi Party. So big panel, and the first set of questions coming up on your screen. And question number one that we asked the people of India: why do you think Nitish Kumar returned to NDA? Options were political acumen of Nitish Kumar, 29%, return to his natural allies, 23%, Paltu Rajniti, 32%. So, the nation really does give him the Paltu Ram name. And can't say 16%, but 32% people believe that he is a Paltu Ram and has come back. Let's take a look at the next question. What is the impact of Nitish's return to NDA? Well, NDA is strong only in Bihar, so BJP gets a leg up in Bihar. 35% people believe that. Setback to Vipaksh nationwide, 27% believe that. Setback for NDA, 16%, will make no difference, 22%. So NDA will get a leg up in Bihar. Doesn't matter outside Bihar, but maximum number of people do believe that in Bihar, the NDA will get a leg up. Question number 3 that we asked people of India: what effect will Nitish's Ghar Vapsi have across India? It will help in the politics of perception, 28%. Will break opposition's morale, 43%, and can't say 29%. It has led to a breaking of the opposition's morale. Maximum number of people, 43%, believe that morale breaking has been the biggest issue. Let's take a look at question number 4. Who is the weakest link in the India bloc? 24% people believe Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee 15%, Arvind Kejriwal 18%, MK Stalin 11%, none of the above 32%. But maximum votes go to Rahul Gandhi as the weakest link in the India alliance, and that takes the question straight to Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, perception battle lost, and the opposition fares the biggest blow. 43% people believe that, and Rahul Gandhi is the weakest link in the alliance bloc, India alliance bloc. That's what people of India believe. Your response?
Navika, I want to be consistent with what I said at the very beginning when Mr. Nitish Kumar went back to the NDA. While what Nitish did was unprincipled, politically immoral, and in my opinion, he has damaged his own political future, whatever remains of it. The political loss or the electoral impact of it will be felt more by the India alliance than the BJP, because the damage is huge in terms of the way people perceive the India alliance. I will tell you right now, a week is a long time in politics. A lot can change. I remain convinced that India needs an alternative to the BJP. There are enough things which are wrong at the ground level, and you never know. India alliance could actually still become a formidable coalition at the center. But there cannot be any running away from the truth that the India alliance was constructed by Mr. Nitish Kumar. And he had a very simple request: make me a convener. I was of the opinion, and I have shared it internally with many people within the India alliance, what was the problem in making him the convener? He was not saying make me the prime ministerial face. He was just wanting to be given the respect for having initiated the India alliance and bringing it together. We started in Patna in the month of June. I think the internal, bureaucracy within India alliance, or the arrogance of a few to not acknowledge the sensitivity of a man who's been chief minister for 18 years is what has caused.
Please name. Who's arrogant?
Well, I do think that the one party that must and should have actually been spearheading the India alliance should have been the Congress party. It is the fulcrum of the entire alliance. But Navika, this is the point I have said so, and I'll repeat it again. Let me hear what the other people have to say. I have friends in the panel. Between September to December, the Congress party did not create an India alliance meeting for seat distribution. Why? Just because there were assembly elections in December. That is no rational or logic at all. And if the reason behind that was that we will do well and we'll get more seats from our allies, that was very myopic and very self-serving. It has boomeranged on the Congress and the India alliance. But I do hope that the alliance still gets its act together, because India needs not just a strong opposition, but I do hope a better alternative in Delhi.
All right. Abdul Basit ji RJD के लीडर हैं, और अब्दुल बासित, my question to you is very सीधा. कांग्रेस पार्टी ने गलती की और भरपाई करेंगी आरजेडी, क्योंकि आपकी सरकार गई, आप सरकार से निकल गए, नीतीश जी चले गए, आपका बिहार के आगे कुछ है नहीं. तो बेसिकली ये इंडिया अलायंस के चक्कर में आपका तो लॉस ही लॉस हुआ.
नहीं, गलती तो देखिए, जब जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस ने एनडीए की नींव रखी थी, माननीय पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री जो हमारे देश के थे, माननीय वाजपेयी जी, उनसे ही बहुत बड़ी गलती हुई थी. तो गलतियों का तो कोई बखेड़ा नहीं है. आज उस जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस के बाद आज तक कोई एनडीए का नाम लेने वाला इस देश में नहीं है, क्योंकि वही एनडीए को ऑपरेट करते थे. वो एनडीए का नाम है. एनडीए से भी सारे अलायंस जा चुके हैं. 38 में से सिर्फ 4, 5, 6 मुश्किल से जो हाईलाइट दिख रहे हैं, बाकी सब जा चुके हैं. ये तो अलायंस की पार्टी पॉलिटिक्स की बात है. मेन मुद्दा जनता के
ये सवाल तो मैं नलिन कोहली जी से पूछ लूंगी. आप अपनी अलायंस का जवाब दे दीजिए ना.
मेरे अलायंस, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, इंडिया अलायंस पूरे देश में मजबूती के साथ है. जिसको जहां जाना है उसको, कोई ये डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस है, जहां जाना है हमारा कोई रोक टोक नहीं है उसके ऊपर. आरजेडी अपने स्टैंड पे है. आरजेडी इंडिया अलायंस की मुख्य पात्र है. आरजेडी मरते दम तक भी इंडिया अलायंस के साथ है. कोई इस प्रकार के, देखिए, ये पहले भी हमारे साथीगण ने इस तरह की बातें करी हैं कि भाई हमने ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया, और वो इधर चला गया, उधर चला गया. डजंट मैटर. राष्ट्रीय जनता दल का अलायंस और राष्ट्रीय जनता का आंदोलन जिंदगी भर इनके फांसीवादी ताकतों के खिलाफ रहेगा. नलिन कोहली जी की बात नहीं हो रही यहाँ पर. जितने भी बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता आते हैं, वो सबको ऐसा लगता है कि आज ही हम इनके फेवर में इस तरह की भ्रमक बातें फैलाएंगे और आज ही राज्यसभा मिल जाएंगी. ऐसा नहीं है मैडम. जो सच्चाई है वो बोलनी चाहिए, चाहे वो प्रवक्ता हो.
बीजेपी की तरफ तो आपके पास कोई अच्छे शब्द नहीं होंगे. आई एम नॉट सरप्राइज. परिमल जी को कम से कम नमस्ते, दुआ सलाम.
बिल्कुल, बीजेपी ने देश का बेड़ागर्क करा मैडम.
चलिए परिमल जी के साथ दुआ सलाम कर लीजिए. परिमल जी के साथ तो सरकार परसों तक चला रहे थे आप, उनसे ही दुआ सलाम कर लीजिए.
नहीं, हमारा पूरी तरीके से सबसे दुआ सलाम है. हमारा बीजेपी से एंटी रहेंगे, हम एंटी हैं, एंटी रहे। हमारा जेडीयू से आज भी कोई वो नहीं है परिवेश, हमारा किसी तरह का कोई लड़ाई नहीं, झगड़ा। बीजेपी से हमारा हमेशा पूरी जिंदगी रहेगा, बीजेपी के खिलाफ रहे हैं और बीजेपी के खिलाफ हमेशा रहेंगे। हमारा स्टैंड साफ है।
और जेडीयू से मोहब्बत है, लड़ाई है, क्या है?
बिल्कुल है, बिल्कुल मोहब्बत है, आज भी मोहब्बत है। उन्होंने अपना स्टैंड लिया, हमने अपना स्टैंड लिया। देखिए हम जो खेले की बात हो रही, जो बिहार में खाली खेला नहीं होना, वो पूरे देश में खेला होना है, क्योंकि बीजेपी 400 पार नहीं, सिर्फ 2 के पार रह जाएगी, अमित शाह और मोदी, और किसी की पार्टी नहीं है। बीजेपी अब की बार 2 के पार, बस। तीसरे एमपी की ना तो किसी मंत्री की कोई हैसियत है इस पार्टी में, ना किसी एमपी की हैसियत है। 245 एमपी को तो यही नहीं पता कि हमारी पावर क्या है। सिर्फ 2 मैन आर्मी है, अमित शाह जी और मोदी जी, उसके अलावा बीजेपी में है क्या? एनडीए अलायंस का बता दीजिए मुझे, अध्यक्ष आज अध्यक्ष का नाम बता दीजिए राष्ट्रीय चैनल पे, मैं आपको आज ही पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ दूंगा। कोई एनडीए जैसी कोई चीज ही नहीं है।
नलिन कोहली जी, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड, बिकॉज मिस्टर अब्दुल बासित सेज नीतीश कुमार जी चले गए पर एवरीथिंग इज फाइन इन द इंडिया अलायंस. Mamata Banerjee is not talking to Rahul Gandhi and she is calling him names, saying 40 on 3.
Thank you, Navika ji. What I've been saying consistently, the I.N.D.I.A alliance is not an alliance. An alliance has a certain model and certain norms. The very basic is that everybody comes together and has a common agenda, a common logo, an office, a convener, and even a common, vision. In the end, अरे अब्दुल बासित साहब, आपकी बात मैंने सुन ली ना, थोड़ा हमें भी बोलने का मौका दीजिए ना। आप तो हमें फांसीवादी कह रहे हैं और ये सब, पर आप बीच में बोल रहे हैं तो वो तो लोकतांत्रिक थोड़ी ना मानी जाएगी। थोड़ा सा मुझे बोलने दीजिए, थोड़ा बोलने दीजिए। मैं भी यहाँ कार्यक्रम में शांति से आपकी बातें सुन रहा हूँ। आप एक वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, मुझे पता है बिहार में दुखी हो गए होंगे कि पुरानी गुंडा राज जो एक होती थी उसकी वापसी में कहीं ना कहीं ठेस पहुंची है, पर चैनल के ऊपर तो कम से कम हम आदान प्रदान विचारों का बिना एक दूसरे के ऊपर बोले कर सकते हैं ना। तो वापस आता हूं अपनी बात पे। तो नाविका जी, द I.N.D.I.A alliance is a non-alliance or it's a paper alliance at best, where political parties and leaders came for a cup of tea or coffee from time to time with no clarity what is an agenda, logo, office, vision, nothing. Now what we have is the unraveling of something that never took birth. When there was no alliance, what is happening today should not be unexpected, should not even take us by surprise. Mamata ji basically is telling the Congress party in no uncertain terms that you should recognize, wake up, as they say, smell the coffee, or go ahead and see in the mirror what the reality is. You have this vision of larger than life. Your leader has it, your party has it. It's not on the ground. You can't run with the hares and hunt with the hounds. You can't be with the left front and imagine to work and get seats from Mamata Banerjee, who's winning the seats in Bengal. It's clear out there. And she's saying you are a diminishing force. You are a diminished force, diminishing further. It's as blunt as that. Nothing less, nothing more. But the Congress party is in a world of its own. And in fairness, today my friend Sanjay Jha, he's short of saying that he's holding Mr. Rahul Gandhi responsible for it, he's actually held the Congress party responsible for the lack of any movement or traction in the I.N.D.I.A alliance. I will not agree with his word that Nitish Kumar ji has done politically immoral, because what Nitish Kumar ji did by leaving the BJP to go with the RJD Congress is a reversal of that. So if at that time when he left the BJP for the Congress RJD, if that was not immoral, how can his coming back to the BJP be immoral?
I completely agree, and I think morality in politics is something we should just leave out. Morality and politics just don't go together. They have no relationship. So let's even forget discussing ethics and morality. Sanjay Jha, you will agree with that.
Just 5 seconds, Navika. Just 5 seconds, because Bashir Saab, please, if you allow me.
Okay, Anand. Who can ever deny you an opportunity?
Please, no, you're very kind, and I would have waited for my turn, except that Bashir साहब जो आरजेडी के उन्होंने कहा था मैं पॉलिटिक्स
ने मेरी बात का जवाब नहीं दिया, उन्होंने नहीं बताया।
बाशिर साहब प्लीज एक मिनट प्लीज बाशिर साहब, इन्होंने कहा मैं पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ दूंगा, मुझे बता दीजिए चेयरमैन कौन है एनडीए का। अमित शाह इज द चेयरमैन। अब आप पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ दीजिए।
बासित साहब आवाज नहीं आ रही।
हाँ जी,
जब आप पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ दीजिए।
हाँ खूब आ रही है। इन्होंने अमित शाह जी का नाम लिया है। आप मुझे बता दीजिए अमित शाह जी को, जो इनके अलायंस पार्टनर हैं, जो सुनिए इनके अलाइन पार्टनर हैं, वो एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि हमें अमित शाह हमारे एनडीए के
ये तय करने वाला, ये तय करना तो आपका काम है नहीं, क्योंकि जो भी नई पार्टी आती है वो पहले अमित शाह जी से मिलते हैं, बाद में कहीं और जाते हैं। लेकिन अब्दुल बासित साहब, अब आपने ही पहल की थी, आपने कहा था आप पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ देंगे, आपने कहा था आप पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ देंगे, और आनंद रंगनाथन ने अब आपको चैलेंज कर दिया है। अब आप पॉलिटिक्स में रहेंगे, हाँ या ना?
नहीं, आनंद रंगनाथन जी को पूरी समझ नहीं है। आप इनके चैनल पार्टनर जो एनडीए के अलायंस में बताते हैं हमारे अलायंस हैं, वो इस बात को मानते हैं,
आप कह रहे हैं
वो मानते हैं इस बात को,
एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते।
अरे ये फेक नाम है सर, फेक नाम है, ये फेक है। देखिए ये फेक नाम है, कोई एनडीए का अध्यक्ष है ही नहीं बेसिकली।
कैसे फेक है?
कोई अध्यक्ष नहीं है, कोई एनडीए अलायंस नहीं है, एनडीए अलायंस है ही नहीं।
चलिए परिमल जी, जब नीतीश कुमार जी वापस लौटे एनडीए गठबंधन में, तो कौन से नेता के साथ आपकी सारी बातचीत हुई, ये बता दीजिए अब्दुल बासित साहब को, क्योंकि उनका पॉलिटिक्स में रहना आपके जवाब पर निर्धारित है।
एवरी क्वेश्चन,
यस प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड।
I am going to give every answer of your every question. You use the term Palturam. We strongly object to this term because you see we have a strong belief in the democratic setup of the country, and democracy is defined as by the people, for the people, of the people, and by the Honorable Leader Nitish Kumar is consistently serving the people of Bihar effectively since 2005 without any alteration. Okay, because you know that India is the welfare state as per Article 38 of the Constitution.
Absolutely right. Whoever be the partner, the man in power, the man in seat has been Nitish Kumar. I'm not contradicting you.
That's why we मैंने आप जो यूज करती हैं, देखिए जो सरकार की एजेंडा है, जो डेमोक्रेसी का बेसिक सेटअप है, उसमें नीतीश कुमार ने कभी पलटी नहीं मारा, नंबर 1. ओके, whatever with the condition, whatever with the political remain the political scenario, he consistently ensured the development of Bihar and emerged as the symbol of social justice.
He consistently ensured that he was the chief minister.
He is the symbol of women's empowerment.
With either Lalu Prasad Yadav or BJP, he has always ensured that he was the chief minister. ये तो पूरी पब्लिक मानती है, इस बात में कहीं कोई दो राय है ही नहीं।
बिहार में होगा, फिर
नहीं, आप समझिए इस बात को। देखिए
नहीं,
आप इसको समझिए, मुझे पहले समय दें। देखिए 2005 से लगातार नहीं, सभी लोगों को जनता के सेवे में भी कहना चाहता हूं, कुछ मुझे समय दें। आप ऑब्जेक्ट करती हैं और बुलाते भी हैं मुझे डिबेट पर, और समय भी नहीं देती हैं। देखिए 2005 से जब से हमारे नेता सत्ता में आए, लगातार बिहार का विकास हो रहा है। देयर इज ऑल राउंड इंटीग्रेटेड एंड बैलेंस्ड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ बिहार। ओके, यू सी व्हाई Nitish Kumar tried to particularly go in the India alliance. The basic objective was he had deep belief in the democratic setup of the country, and we borrowed this concept from Britain. You know that in Britain the opposition party also play a very positive role, and that's why our leader tried to create a better alternative before the people of India. But you see the attitude of the Congress, attitude of the other alliance of India alliance. Okay, you see no one was interested. Everyone was trying to solve their own vested interest. You see, as far as the question of Rahul Gandhi is concerned, he is not aware with the basic ground reality of the country. You have heard some time before that he was suggesting to install potato industry in India and particularly use the usage of coal on the stove. So this is the ground reality. Okay. Actually, we were already demanding that there should be a gradual process. If we have to face 2024 election, there should be a concrete idea and concrete.
Okay, you just confirmed what the people believe, that the concrete idea, frankly, does not exist with the India alliance. Let's take question number 5 on the screens. Why do you think Mamata Banerjee is miffed with Rahul Gandhi's Nyaya Yatra? Mamata has lost faith in the alliance, 34% believe. Rahul's strategy has backfired, 37 people feel. And if you combine these two, it's 71%. Everyone wants to be an alternative to Prime Minister Modi in this alliance, 21%. Can't say 8%. But 71% people actually believe that nobody has faith in this alliance anymore. Whether it is Nitish walking out or today Mamata Banerjee saying that Rahul Gandhi and Congress party cannot win even 40 out of 300 seats, clearly shows how much respect there is within the alliance for the Congress party. Let's take the next question, and the next question on your screens. Why is Kejriwal and Akhilesh both wary of sharing seats with the Congress party? Opportunistic politics, 32%. They prefer a weak Congress, 23%. Alliance is just for optics, 35%. So people do not have any faith in this alliance, which they think is something which is just for optics, just on paper. Can't say 10%. But how weak this alliance is coming up again and again in every question that is asked to the public. Let's take a look at the next question coming up on the Ram Mandir issue. Will Ram Lala's Pran Pratishtha also have an effect on this elections? Will it affect your vote? People say yes, 37%, and to some extent 18%. Add the two, it's nearly 53% people believe it will be on their mind. No say 21%, can't say 24%, but 53% people believe Pran Pratishtha Ram Lala will be an issue. So let me now get in Akashdeep Muni. Congress party is not an easy party to do business with. That's clearly something that's come out with the statements that have come out from Mamata Banerjee and with the fact that Nitish Kumar has left. Muni Sahab, I want to ask you, is the India alliance an alliance only on paper? Because people clearly have no faith in it. And is this the biggest problem in the opposition strategy?
See, Navika ji, agar Hemant ban jate Hemanta, to sara kaam ban jata. The problem is that Hemant Soren did not become Hemanta Biswa Sarma of the Chief Minister of Assam, who was previously in Congress, where BJP alleged many scams under him. He turned to BJP and now he's clean. The problem, the interesting factor here is that today in Chandigarh municipal elections, we have seen that how anonymously the presiding officer, the Karyakarta of Bharatiya Janata Party did cheating on camera. And still we have people supporting him. Still we have BJP people supporting him. BJP, and the interesting factor again is that after Hemant Soren be arrested, after this Chandigarh election municipal fiasco, India alliance has become stronger. And why it has become stronger? That as much as you suppress, वो जो कहावत है ना, रेत को जितना मुट्ठी में बांधोगे, वो उंगलियों के बीच से निकल जाएगा साहब, और निकल रहा है आपके हाथ से. पंजाब में नहीं, दिल्ली में नहीं, पूरे देश में बीजेपी को मुखी खानी पड़ेगी. हाँ, उन्होंने एक दल को इंडिया अलायंस से निकाल दिया बाय ल्योरिंग, बट उस दल का हालत क्या होगा वो लोकसभा चुनाव में हम देख लेंगे. उनके साथी जो है ईडी और सीबीआई को कितना प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे. यू हैव प्रोटेक्टेड मेनी पीपल लाइक अजित पवार.
But Nitish Kumar, Akashdeep Muni, but Nitish Kumar had no cases against him. Why did he leave the India alliance? Mamata Banerjee is not joining hands with the BJP. Why is she having problems with the India alliance? Please tell me.
See, Navika, I'll tell you. There are problems with Congress. Yes, there are problems with Congress. Their seat sharing should have been done much earlier with TMC and with Aam Aadmi Party. I say this, I have said this earlier also. There is problem with Congress and there is the lethargy within Congress. But still saying that Bharatiya Janata Party to defeat this autocratic party which has created havoc, what they have done in Chandigarh municipal election is in front of.
All right. Counter coming from Nalin Kohli. Counter. Nalin Kohli, counter.
Three things to say. First of all, let's look at the reality on the ground. So the Aam Aadmi Party or anyone else is entitled to be a legend in their mind. Nobody can stop them from being that. The fact of the matter is the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party are daggers drawn when it comes to the local leadership in Punjab and at the ground level. They contested the election against each other and the Aam Aadmi Party defeated the Congress. Now somebody sitting in Delhi says we have become an alliance. What is the guarantee that actually on the ground that alliance is failing and it's not even something that the people are accepting? That is number one. I didn't interrupt, Parimal ji. Let us have a decent debate. It's going on well.
Akashdeep Puni ji, when you were speaking, Mr. Nalin Kohli objected to the statements that you were making, but he raised his hand, did not interrupt you. Kindly show the same courtesy to him. All right. Allow Mr. Kohli to complete his argument. If you have a counter, I'll come.
So one is, thank you. Thank you so much. So basically, there is no alliance or love lost between the Karyakartas and the leaders at the local level of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. Therefore, why should it not be believed that essentially what has happened in Chandigarh, the invalidation of votes, is actually what they don't want to do? Go ahead in an alliance with each other. Number two, all the noise on Chandigarh